Good evening. How are we? Just going to do my normal check to see if we're live in the right place. We've got a bit of a delay. It's saying I am. I've just noticed my header on my Facebook looks a bit big. I'll have to check that. Same live, but can't see it. There we go. We're there. So, how are we? Hope you've all had a good day. I've had a very lazy afternoon. After I'd finished my live, I decided to tidy everywhere up. Sort some washing because I stripped the bed, sort some washing. And then I was on the settee scrolling social media. I had me a bit of lunch and that as well. And then I was on social media and time goes, doesn't it? But that's okay. That's okay. Everything that needed doing has been done. So we're good. Yeah. Wow. Nearly the beginning of November. Why have I got February on the brain? I don't know. So this week we've just been playing with a mixture of Christmas products, and today I pulled out some Christmas products to use. Some of the Christmas papers I'd got, and then I remembered that I'd got the Nutcracker Tags Kit. Oh, we can make that. So I'll just change cameras, and if you didn't see that, I'll just share with you. This is what the kit actually creates, following the instructions. 4 different tags, and you make, hi Carol, thanks for joining. Just having a recap of what we did at lunchtime. And you get to make 12 of those. So we made 4, one of each, and we decided that these would be great for lots of different things. One of the things being a banner. I'm not going to surprise you with a banner, so don't think I am. But I am going to be purchasing in my basket the banner dies, the large banner dies, so that I can make me a Christmas banner and incorporate those into it. And then we made a couple of cards, one that we made to look like a present and just used the tag as our main topper, and the other one we did was a Z-fold card using the papers. This paper's from Nests of Winter, and this one's from the North Pole Delivery, as are the little bits extra. So we're going to do a scrapbook page. So we need to grab at least one of our little nutcrackers. Let's see, I've got them here. We might use some of those. Have you had a good afternoon, Carol? Just saying, I haven't done a lot really. Right, so we've got 2 of those. So we'll use those ones as we've got 2 of those left. We'll keep a sheet of those, keep the rest out. Might use a sentiment out of here. Right, so let's start with this guy here. I'm going to make these 2 just by adding their little layering extras on. You managed to make a few cards and chills. Oh, lovely. That's nice. Is that just crafting just for you, or with a purpose for a class? I remember when I was doing classes, and I was doing classes every week, I found that I wasn't enjoying my crafting so much because I was always crafting for a purpose, whether it be blog or class or something. And then when I stopped them and I just gradually started doing my blogs and that again, I'm enjoying my crafting again now. It's surprising, isn't it, how different it is, crafting for a purpose and crafting for yourself. All right, let's use up the Christmas cards, not made any out here. I've got quite a few left over from last year still. Though I will be making more, and obviously I've been sharing quite a few. So I've got those. You have a new date for you. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Just in time for Christmas. But yeah, need to get everything organised, definitely. But at least you should be not well, obviously, it's going to take long recovery, but you won't have just come out of surgery when little one's born. Hopefully she comes on time. But yeah, I find my crafting a lot more relaxed now and a lot more enjoyable. I mean, I still have things I have to get done. I've still got my blogs. If you're okay, you can come home, Chris. Oh, excellent. Oh, that'll be good. Fingers crossed for you. I have to have dinner cooked for you and everything. Yes, hoping she won't be early though. Yes. No, that'll be lovely. So yeah, I still have my blogs that I do. I still have tutorials that I have to get done. But it's not so much. I'm crafting a lot for me, like the stuff that I share all week. That's just me sitting crafting for me and sharing what I want to share. And it doesn't matter how complicated, how easy it is. I haven't got to think, will they be able to get this done? I can just craft. Hotel St Michael Hospital for Christmas. Yeah. It'll all be worth it. All be worth it. Right, so we've got our little nutcrackers. So I think I've pulled out a white piece, but I'm not too sure if I'm actually going to use white. Might see what of this, because this goes really well with it. No, because if you, I wonder. See, I'm being indecisive now because I've got this, which is the Elegant Pine Snowflakes, which I absolutely adore. And it is very elegant. But I'm thinking, how about using that, you know, excited to see what I do for this page. You and me both, you and me both. I think I quite like that, and they stand out on here too. Or we've got, got a green. And the other one I was thinking. Whoops. Oh, they look nice on there. Where's Vic with his challenges? Oh, Vic's in Vegas. Yeah, Vic has done so well this past year or so that Vic's in Vegas. So yeah, I get time off. I think actually it's this one. They stand out more on the white, but I think better than that one rather than covering all of that maybe. I don't know, I do like, no, I'm going to go that one. Go with my first choice. See, I'm doing what I said I wouldn't do earlier. Yeah, he's just blown it out the water this year. Right, so we've got this, and then we've got some of these, which I'm going to use. And I think the garden green, because that'll go nicely with this. I'm not sure about Granny Apple. Might get away with it. Yeah, lots in the green. Yeah, definitely. And we've got the red. I think I'm not sure the shade Shy Shamrock goes, but I do like those three. So if we wanted, in fact, you know what? I'm wondering if this is probably going to end up really simple, but just putting those there, I was like, I quite like that. And then to have a square or an oblong on each one with a photo, as though that's what they're hanging on, their pendants hanging them. And then we could have our two little soldiers and a write up here, our little journal bit or our title. It's very simple, I know, but I like it. We can always do another one. It's not a problem. Right, so I'm going to edge with, in fact, I want the red in the middle. So I'm going to have 4x3 photos, and I think we need to back with, I'm tending towards shaded spruce because that ties in with this. If I don't talk a lot, you may have worked this out by now. If I'm not talking a lot, I'll go very slow in what I'm saying. It's because I'm thinking. But see, I think a photo on there, and that would really make the photo pop. So I need to cut 3 of these. That one's not quite big enough, but you know what? It's okay because being a bit smaller looked better on there, because I think any bigger would be too big. So these are 3 3/4 by 2 3/4, and I think that's just about the right size for that. So what else? Oh, I've got quite a few of these of something that I've made. 3 3/4. Oh, don't know what's happened there. That hasn't cut by very well. By 2 3/4. Lovely. And it's great to use what we've got. And photos don't have to be 4x3, 6x4. You can trim them down to whatever size you want them to be. Those are just the standard sizes that are used. But if they don't fit what you're creating, change it. As you can see, I do. Now, because that was such a tiny bit to take off, it's just sort of bent it down and not cut it properly. So I'm just going to neaten them up. There we go. That's better. Right, so I'm liking that. And then I want another one here for my writing. But I might go a different size. Because I think that, I don't know. Yeah. So we'll cut that down to the same size. 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And yep, that's right. So that will go there. We're very green, but it makes everything else stand out. And I will add the white so it makes it so you can see that actually it is very different. Right, let's just grab some white. I don't think that's big enough. Nope. Here's this. That's there in the layers, so I'll get another piece. And we will cut at an 1/8 under 3 3/4. So we've got 3 5/8 by 2 5/8. And we want 4 of these. Two 5/8. So that's our 3 that'll be our photos. It totally changes it once you've got some white on there to the all the green. And then which way did I cut this? I don't know. Doesn't matter. So we'll cut a 2 5/8 strip and cut it down to 3 5/8. And this will be for my journaling. So I want to stamp my journaling, and will my just a note, I'm not sure because it's only there, isn't it? Yeah, I'll just, mind you, I could add some decoration around the edge then. I have got another one, but I can't for the life of me think which it is and what stamps that. Don't know, can't see it, can't find it, so we'll just go with this one. Don't know what I've done with that. Right. I mean, you don't have to put lines on. I like lines on. I can't write without lines. I end up like that across a page. Right, so I'm going to grab Memento and I'm going to do these in black because we have got some black on our page. I haven't got a piece of grid paper, so I'll just grab a piece out of here because all my grid paper is packed away in my class bag and I need to take it out. Right. Go that way. There's me thinking, where have I put that? And it's, of course, it's underneath. Right. So I'm going to add that, not to the top, not right over to the edge. I'm going to give myself a little bit of gap. Beautiful. So I've got a gap, I've got room to put a little bit up there if I want to. But then I've got some space that I can decorate there. And I think I'm going to use, could use some of the bits, the extra bits from these We could have an extra hat. Obviously, I don't want to use one of the moustaches or the beards. That'd look a bit odd, wouldn't it? Just a beard stuck there. But we've got some holly that we can use, should we want to. I quite like that. Looks quite sweet. Like I said, this is going to be a very simple page. But I think because this is quite busy and these quite simple, bold shapes, we don't need a lot. So I am actually happy with that. Do I want a little something on there? I may. So let me have a look. I've got my Keeping Traditions stamp set, and I might go for here's Hayden. December Documented. I think I like that. It is effective, isn't it? Thank you, Carol. Yeah, I think we'll go December Documented on there. So get a block and we'll just move those and bring my stamping mat back in. And I am going to go bright red with this. So we'll grab real red, nearly. And sorry if you get my heading shot. I just need to make sure that's lined up nicely. Beautiful. Like that. So we can adhere that to there. So have we got crafty plans for the weekend? I'm going over to my friend's tomorrow. We're going to sort her craft room out. She's actually just signed up with the latest offer that we had. And she's expanding her Stampin' Up collection of products. So she wants to keep them all together and have them on hand. So we're going to sort out that for her. So she's got everything where she needs it. And it takes time, doesn't it? You know, if you've got a craft room, how many times do you change it round till you've got it exactly how you want it? I've altered mine in here. Hi Hayden, you alright? I've altered mine many times, moved around. I want to move around again. It's not quite working right for me. But with the new storage, now I've got a few sets that are in the new type storage. If you haven't seen it, these are the new type storage. And stamps and dies come in those now. So they're a lot thinner compared to these. I shall miss these. I like having these on my shelf and I can see exactly what I've got. But they do take up quite a bit of room. My shelves are quite deep because I've got one of the storage for you big desks with all the compartments in. So I waste a lot of space behind mine. Whereas at the moment I've pulled out an IKEA tub, just one of these tubs, very inexpensive, and I've got them in there, and I'll be able to flick through. So I need to alter my shelves, but I'll be able to fit a lot more on. So yeah, I need to or I will need to rearrange. I was going to rearrange to get them in, but I've still got lots of these ones, so I'm going to wait until I've got some of these have retired, and then I'll perhaps swap them over to the new storage. Me too, love looking up and seeing the edge of the case, but the new ones, that's it, isn't it, Carol? Yeah, love being able to see exactly what you've got, but room is valuable. We don't all live in great big houses with great big craft rooms that we can store everything, or be able to have everything on hand that we want close. So when things take up less space, that makes that a little bit easier. I mean, even if you've got the biggest craft room ever, you can still only reach so far, can't you? And you want most of what you use regularly to hand. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to getting it all changed over. I shall miss them. I really will, but it'll be good. All right, so I'm just sticking these on here. Just sticking them central-ish. You know, I don't measure. I've got a cat hair as per. Right, and then I'm going to get these somewhat. I don't want them all exactly the same. I might go a little bit higher and a little bit lower. And I am wondering if this would be better with a slight border around it rather than just a page. Mind you, if I cut that down, it's good. No, I think it would look nice with a border, but I think because I'd have to cut this down, it'd make it quite tight. So no, we will stay as we are. Right, I like the height of those. And I'm liking that. That's in the centre. Luckily with this piece of paper, there is a centre. So I can tell that I'm there about. Yeah, right. So let's glue this. I must admit, the storage is also one of the things that drew me to Stampin' Up. You know, the fact that it was all nicely stored with the CD cases. I loved that. I thought it was really neat, tidy. Whereas, you know, all the others you've got loads of different packets and whatnot. Put that one slightly higher. But any excuse to have a move around and also perhaps buy something new eventually to keep some more things in. I don't know about you. I love storage. I've got boxes and boxes, storage boxes. I mean, my actual desk came with. Now, am I going to put anything in there? I don't think I am. So I think I'm going to put that central. It came full of really useful boxes, every shelf, except for some drawers that are that side. I actually use about 1/10 within my desk now of the really useful boxes. They've all storage elsewhere, and I've got other bits of storage in there. Lots from IKEA. I do like IKEA storage. think it's very good. You too. Yeah. Right. So I like the fact that those are different. Same, but different. There we go. Right, we'll pop our little bits on. Have our spare hat down here and put some dimensionals on there. I should really get some more large dimensionals out because I'm just using loads of minis. Pop that on there, and then I'll stick some holly, which that ties in with his little hat. Come on. Oh, the backings are stuck. The static off my fingers. Move that way. There. Fab. I've got lots of bit of gold bling again on here. So what can we add to it? Oh, you know what I had got? Actually, where's that gone? There. Because it comes with the gold twine. Alice took you to IKEA last time you were in Bristol. Oh, of course, yes, you did say before. Yeah, we're lucky. There's IKEA Birmingham that isn't in Birmingham. It's in Wentzfield, which is what, 20-minute drive maybe. So yeah, I'm lucky. It's easily get to. I love going. Hayden loves going. Del hates it. Yeah, I've got the red and white baker's twine because you get the black. But I was thinking if the red and white would look better as bows on there. Just have a look. Do a little bow. And see the red one and the white one there. Not that you can see it really, can you? And then we'll do a black one on here. I wish we got gold twine. That's what I really want. I do have some retired gold twine. But we haven't got any available at the moment that I know of. I don't think we have. Actually, you know, the black looks so much better. That's lost totally, especially to you. So yeah, I think we will have a couple of little black bows just on those because they look a bit odd not having anything. The fact that they've got holes there. I mean, I could tie it through because I haven't glued that bit down, but I'm just going to put it on with a glue dot. Stick it there. Might cut that down a bit. Whoops. I asked Del, yes, Del hates shopping, especially with me because I go around everything and he hates that. But I asked him yesterday if at the beginning of next month I've hopefully got a bit more money, he'd book a day off so we can go to the MacArthur Glen designer outlet in Cannock. because that's about what, 40-minute drive, half hour, 40-minute, depending on traffic. And have a mooch around there, maybe get some Christmas presents. They're a bit long, so we'll chop those. All right, mate? Yeah. Hayden's just come back from uni. Bus was late, so, and then by the time we got back to Merry Hill, which he had to catch 2 buses, he got a while to wait for his next bus then. So yeah, he's just come through the door. He's been out all day. It's comfies on and cook tea. It's a bit of a makeshift tea tonight for everybody. There's holes in them as well, isn't there? Do you know what? I think we need to do it, don't we? I'm wondering actually about putting twine so they're hanging. Could have it so they're hanging, or each one could be tied with a bow and it's a bow that's fixing them. What do you think? Let me pop them out and I can show you what it'd look like hanging. Hanging, okay. That's answered that. It's a little bit different, isn't it, with having the bows, and it is the effect I was going for. If I was doing a box frame, I would probably go for a bow but with ribbon, so it's quite a big bow. Excellent. And then I'll just tuck that behind with just a little bit of tape up to the corner. It's not going to be exactly on the corner, but thereabouts. I don't want it tight. I want them to look like there could be movement there, but I don't want it saggy. There we go. We'll have no saggy twine. Lovely. Put that away. And then some bling. And I'm wondering about the red stars actually for this one, because we've got the deeper red in here. We can go for some red stars. I've got some more. These are the faceted snowflakes, and I think those would look quite nice on this. Let's grab some of these. Have one on there. Just have some of these dotted around, nowhere in particular. Some little ones, we can have that next to that. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. Don't want it in the middle. 7. 8. One more. 9. There we go. let's finish those off. I really like that. Really simple page to do, but how fun would that be? Great if you've got some children's photos. Thank you, Carol. Great if you've got some children's photos. Christmas morning. Yeah, Christmas morning, opening presents round by the tree. And the nutcrackers. Yeah, I'm very pleased with how that turned out. Not what I initially thought I was going to do at all. Total accident of popping them down. Yeah, I'm pleased with that, if I do say so myself. And for about the first time in I don't know when, I've actually finished well within the hour. So that's nice. Right, let's switch cameras back. So, thank you very much for joining. I do hope you enjoyed that. Yes, I didn't answer you, did I, Carol? But I did see that you did say you're making Christmas boxes and cards the weekend. Yeah, I started talking about one thing and went straight on to something else. It's easily done though, isn't it, when you're talking like, because you know there's people there, you know they're listening, but they don't always, not everybody wants to communicate. So you just talk away, one thing leads to another. Thank you. It's lovely to have you here. I do appreciate it very much. Right, well, have a lovely weekend. Hope you get lots of Christmas crafting done, Carol. I will be back on next Thursday. If you are watching, tune in to Carol. Carol goes live every Monday at 7 and every Tuesday at 1:30. So yes, do tune in to Carol's lives. Share some fantastic techniques. Right then, I'm going to go and make myself a cup of tea and make sure Hayden's okay with his tea. So speak to you all soon. Thanks again. Bye.